When Tashana Smith got word that Charmi Retuyan, the woman responsible for her husband's death, would be going before the parole board, she was mad. It was on December 30th, 2007, when Officer Frankie Smith was on his motorcycle responding to a disturbance in Tumon when Retuyan, who was heavily intoxicated, struck and killed the officer. Frankie Smith was just 35 years old.
Having to call my in-laws, especially my mother-in-law, and having to tell her, yeah, because that was just an emotional thing, just having to tell his parents and his sister and his brother.
News of her possible early release prompted Tashana Smith to create an online petition, gathering signatures of those who opposed Retuyan's parole. The day of her parole hearing, Tashana Smith shared with the board how Retuyan was given 3 opportunities to hand over the keys that night and let someone else drive.
I went into his injuries. I talked about that, and that was based off of the autopsy report. I went into discussing about what I went through being at the hospital. Having the nurse just come out and say, "Am I Catholic?" That was basically the first thing she said after I said, I'm looking for my husband, police officer who was in an accident, and she basically just said that, and then I fell to the floor and started just kept repeating, no, I remember doing that, and just tears. And then of course I also shared my experience of when I first saw him.
The day was an emotional one. She noted to the board that despite 15 years having passed, it still affects her and the family.
The pain and the loss is still very much there. It's just hard sometimes I miss that smile.
For daughter Kiana Smith, she spoke about not growing up without her dad.
I don't have any or many memories of him. Everything I've heard is through just word of mouth, basically. And just not having him there, all my accomplishments, all through my mom's cancer, everything, it's just hard.
Tashana Smith says that at the parole hearing, Retuyan said she was sorry for all the pain she caused the family. All she wants is for her to finish out her sentence because that is the only justice the family will get. Last Friday, Frankie Smith's family was told that Retuyan's parole was denied. Tashana Smith did want to take the time to extend her gratitude to everyone who signed the petition.
We were so taken back. We were not expecting, not just people from Guam, but when I looked, I downloaded the list because I wanted to bring the list that we had to the parole hearing. When we were looking at, there were so many people from various places within the states. To everyone who has signed this petition for us, that we truly appreciate it.
Reporting for KM News, I'm Jonagan Charvris.